certain age group that we did not expect to change their minds on what we were trying to drive when this thing started. And I'm so proud. It's something that has taken all Kenyans. For the first time, Mr. Ruto has managed to unite Kenyans. We are never this united. I believe the last time we were this united was the elections in 2002, where we were all united against Moi, where yote yawezekana bila Moi. Okay, and I've never seen anything like that prior to that or after that. We've always been divided across tribal lines, across social economic lines, which we have buried and we are pushing forward. So we need to push some agendas, yes. For example, I don't believe this movement should end without sending all these MPs home, like all of them. We need to have a new legislative election because Kenya is a constitutionally run country. So if we cannot manage to topple Ruto as a president, then we cannot work with the same legislatures. We started protesting, saying no to the finance bill days before they could put their vote in. Okay? If they were listening to us who sent them there, they should have dropped it, said, okay, guys, we have listened. We are going back to the August House to represent you as Kenyans. They went to the August House to represent the president, okay, which is something unacceptable. We cannot, finish this movement, this war, these young people coming together, the lives we lost, the bloodshed in the street of Nairobi, with the same legislatures going forward. That will be a no-no. Everybody who has lost their life in this will be ashamed of us. The world will be ashamed of us if we just keep saying, okay, we'll wait till 2027 to change them. We cannot recall them, yes, but we have to make some demands as young people that these guys have to go home. Mostly the MPs. Okay, if we cannot topple the president based on the infrastructure that we have as the citizens. That's my 2 cents. And Viva Kenya. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you all very much. Have a good night and stay safe. All the best.
Asante sana, Bob. Next we can have Levix. Then after Levix we can have Roslyn Wanjiro, who's been waiting for some time. Then we can have Mokutobi Bwana Fuji. And then after that, we can have, please note your order. Then we can have Bola Mutula. So just to repeat, we have Levix, then we have Roslyn, then we have Mukutubi, then we have Mbula, right? Just when every speaker drops, just immediately take over the mic. Thank you.
Yeah, Jelani, sorry, I already spoke, but I could just maybe highlight a few other things. Just on the issue of exportation of labor, I think that is one thing that I'm not so happy about. When I heard Ruto say that he's keen to export labor to other countries, I don't know why he's so much stuck on that. I don't know who he expects to build this country. So if his people are here, I'm sure they're here. I've seen some government accounts here. Please tell him that we are not receptive of that idea. In fact, it is so shameful. I don't know why he's been talking about it all this while. Whoever advises him, whoever he talks to, please tell him that he's really shaming himself. Every other country is trying to build systems and companies that work for them. They are trying to create systems and organizations that can develop, technological solutions, industries, processing plants, so on and so forth, to create jobs for their people. So it is a big shame that the head of a state, of a country in the caliber of Kenya, always advocating for, sending its citizenry out of the country to go and offer their services away. You struggle to study here in the country with all the hardship, with all the, the lack of jobs. The parents are really suffering to educate their kids. No money, no nothing. And then after that, you're sent away. So when are we going to build our nation? When are we going to build our systems and our nations to create opportunities for our people? Why are we relying on others? They have created these opportunities. Why are we not able to create the opportunities like they have? So these are things that Ruto and his people must listen to. And if they just have to, there's really no option to it. Yeah, thank you very much.
Next person.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak. I'll make my remarks brief as both an encouragement and a call to action at the same time. The first is that may we mourn with those who are grieving through this time. those who have lost loved ones, those who are injured, and also for our own collective grief, because unless we grieve, we will not have the mental clarity to proceed. Secondly, let's take advantage again of the internet as we've seen its power to prepare ourselves for the connected future of work. Where the education has been downplayed, then let's use it as a point of strength going forward. And my remarks may seem out of course, but this is an encouragement to take free courses where we can, scholarships, online or paid programs. And this is to expose ourselves to the skills that the rest of the world is demanding, because we can make an impact as global citizens right here from home. I believe, even as the previous speakers have mentioned, that we have what it takes to build Kenya and make it as amazing as possible, both for ourselves and
We lost you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. So the third is that let's be as involved as possible with the Constitution and the bills. I'll encourage those who have not read the Constitution or any of the finance bills just to take some time to read on their own, to read with a fine-tooth comb, because unless we are like in tune with the facts, then it's very easy to be taken over by misinformation. So as we stand on our convictions, let's stand on facts. Let's stand on the projects that have succeeded, the projects that have failed, and with that accuracy, we'll be able to form our own convictions going forward. The fact is that for those who may have political aspirations going forward, I think the tune will not to be to make promises to people or to present manifestos, but to present results in terms of what you have done for people so that you can win trust. And finally, let's stand with each other. Let's keep supporting each other. Let's not be discouraged. Let's not be in fear. Let's know that what we have started is a movement that will go beyond us, and let's maintain the clarity of vision to keep this going forward for years to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosalie. This is Rainy speaking here, or Kutobi if we go by that long username up there. And say this to you, my fellow treasonous criminals, yesterday or today, children and young people of Kenya. I only say that we have more of our criminals as president, somebody whose back is full of empty promises, lies, tons of court cases, and there's literally nothing good that you can place that he stands for. If we look back since when we first heard his name, for those of us who are born late, and we heard of 1992, the first thing that we hear is a lot of illegal stuff that the guy has been involved since then to now, 2024, and there's nothing good that you can associate with the name. And I've heard people saying he's either madman or he doesn't know how to count, because we don't know where they got that number of 6 people that died yesterday when it was a complete massacre in some spaces. And we hope that the people perish to haunt, if ghosts exist, that is. But also, we hope that as time goes by, when we'll be successful, we'll come back to this and actually make sure that these things that have happened do not just go that way. We can let them just go. And when you open the Kenyan Constitution, there's that part they say all sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya and shall be exercised only in accordance to this Constitution. And the people may exercise their sovereign power either directly or through their democratically elected representatives. And I like that part where they say the people may exercise their power. And if we look right now, the democratically elected people are not doing their job. They're not doing it at all. And it's really sad that we are actually demanding for quality governance and accountability. These are not things that we need to negotiate for. They're things that are not only written within our constitution provided, not things that are just, they're not things that people have to beg for. They're things that we're entitled to. They're things that are enshrined in everything that we can say that we believe in as a nation. And it's just sad that we are asking for this, and we can look at either the mistakes that we've done collectively for those who have voted before, for those who have supported certain people before. I hope as we're planning on what comes next to actually put these things into consideration. Now, sometimes you look at the Kenyan wristband that most of us wear, and it just turns into something that is an anger trigger, because for some moment you just remember that Kofi Ruto, or should I call it cup of corruption, it gives you such a rageful feeling. You get so mad knowing that people actually represent you within the country, outside, people extremely corrupt. You need to wind up. Yeah. You need to wind up. Sure.